Marcin Held, Satoshi Ishii, Marcin Tybura. Trenuj w sprzęcie dla najlepszych. Wejdź na groundgame.com.
I'm very well, thank you. How are you guys?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you. Clay, I know you signed a new deal in November. I think a lot of people saw that and are just like, man, this guy really is going to just keep fighting forever. How many more fights did you sign on for?
We got another 4-fight deal. Thank you so much to Uncle Dana White and the UFC and all the fans out there that still want us around or don't want us around, because we inked the deal and we're not going anywhere for a while. So I'm happy to give you guys at least 4 more good fights.
You know, I know you get this a million times. So many fights. How does he keep going? Honestly, what's the recovery process? Like, what do you do that you didn't earlier in your career that allows you to still keep at this level, still stay in a top promotion like the UFC this many years in?
That's a great question. I get it quite a bit. You know what I mean? How we get our longevity, our durability, our battle-tested, exterior. And you know what? We're mentally tough. We're wrestlers. We're built differently. We're geared differently. We're wired differently, man. From being in a wrestling room at a young age of, probably 6 years old when I started wrestling and competing, every weekend. You lead a different lifestyle of just always, having to be on and ready to go no matter what, no matter the weather, no matter what season, you know what I mean? You're always ready to go. I played 3 sports growing up, and, we always were just involved in activities. We're always involved in sports. So I didn't really know any better. And there was, I recover a lot better now, so I can keep up with these young bucks. I call them at the gym at, Team Alpha Male, Uriah Faber's Ultimate Fitness. We got these young, these 20-year-olds, these up-and-comers, these guys in their 30s that have fought the who's who at the top echelon of all the weight classes, and we got a stable of them. And I feel great. I feel very competitive. I can hang in there with them, and those guys are the ones that keep me young. They keep me grounded as always. And in order to be able to work out with them day in and day out, man, I got to be on top of my game, man, because and just like with the lightweight, the lightweight class, the lightweight division keeps getting more competitive, and it's such a talent-filled base. I got to be on top of my game every time. So the fact that I help wrestle, I coach wrestling, I'm wrestling all the time. I lead an active lifestyle of fishing, of outdoors, traveling all the time. I just, it's just a mindset. Always be ready to go. That's all we ever knew.
Do you still have the RV, and do you still get it out places?
You know it. I still got the Dude Mobile, and it's waiting for me down in Florida. I just moved there this past summer, and I can't wait to get down there. Take a nice road trip, go do some fishing. But yeah, the Dude Mobile is it's in great shape, and you never know, I might be upgrading here in the near future. So I can't wait to get there and just hit the road and see where it takes me.
Sounds like a good time. You fought a ton of guys in your career. Who would you compare Michael Johnson to out of everybody, in your opinion?
Man, that's a tough one. He's very dynamic, striker, got great power, great speed, good footwork. He can wrestle. He can do it all. He's got speed. You know what I mean? That really is a tough one. I would say, I think him and Bobby Green actually have a lot of similarities. They both switch up orthodox and, southpaw. They got speed in their hands. They got power. They're both very athletic, and they like to move around in there. So I would say right off the bat, and that was my last fight, I kind of let off the gas pedal against Bobby, and we're not going to make the same mistake against Michael Johnson. So, I would have to say, Bobby Green probably the one that exemplifies him the most.
Hey, thanks, Clay, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
We'll take our next questions from Cody Cruz with For to Win MMA. Actually, no, let's go to Martina Salute with InTheCage.
Hello, Clay. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you, miss?
I'm fine, thank you. So I've got three questions, not regarding to your next opponent and the UFC gal, but I really need to use this opportunity to talk with you. And first of all, I would like to know who is, in your opinion, the biggest and the most wasted talent in MMA history?
Whoa, the most waste of talent?
Yeah.
That's a tough question. I don't want to be put on the spot. I don't want to get beat up by anybody. Can I maybe come back to that one at the end?
For sure. Okay.
Okay.
Next one. What can you tell to all those people who are saying, Clay, it's time to retire? What's your message for them?
Man, my message is always the same. You know, we go out there and have a great time and put on a show for everybody. And a lot of people say, I tell them be careful saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks because you might get bit.
Okay, and you're fighting since 18 years, maybe? In Poland, when you are 18, you legally can buy alcohol, so it's like a very serious period of time. I'm
Call me
wondering,
old.
I'm wondering, what changes do you see in MMA during this all 18 years? What changes?
Oh, just the level of skill. You know what I mean? Everyone's talented at all of the martial arts disciplines. You know, before it was ever, one person might have been a striker. You know, in Poland, most people are strikers out there.
Yep.
Then jiu-jitsu or wrestling. Then you saw like the Frank Shamrocks of the world. He was one of the first ones to be able to kind of put it all together. And now these kids are starting mixed martial arts at 5, 6, 7 years old. Back when I was playing soccer and baseball, and football and wrestling, these kids are doing MMA and jiu-jitsu and doing kickboxing classes, So definitely, I got to say, just the evolution of, the skill set and the talent that these young athletes have.
What do you think about women MMA? Is it something what you like to watch or maybe not?
Um, Honestly, it's super, super exciting. I think women are the most beautiful creatures on the planet. I'm really not for them punching each other in the face. That's only because I know how awesome they are. So it's definitely they're fun to watch, but man, I feel bad for them, and they're too pretty and too smart to be kicking each other's butt. So I'll leave it at that. But their skill level is definitely. I think they've gotten much better quicker than maybe the male division has in the time that they've been in the UFC. What is this, like 6 years now or 7 years? There've been
Yes.
female fighters in UFC. Male fighters been doing this for not UFC has been around since what's 93 or 95 or something like that. So yeah, the women's skill set is gone through the roof very quickly.
Okay, thank you very much. I will be back with this question about wasted talents for sure.
Yeah, I thought about one. I hope I never meet him now. But one of my, and actually, I would say it was definitely a pride guy. And one of my favorite guys to watch. He's just like the big gentle giant, big Bob Sapp.
Okay.
I mean, I never thought that guy could lose in a fight. Then you would see him, go out there against these smaller guys and get submitted or tapped out. But definitely one of my favorite guys to watch, first when he got into mixed martial arts. But I thought he was, able to probably do a lot more just with his size, his strength, his speed, and athleticism.
Okay,
Sorry, big Bob.
I appreciate this answer. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good
you.
fight.
Thank you.
We'll take our last set of questions from Frank Bonato with Low Kick MMA.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm very well, Frank. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I just want to ask you, what's your mentality right now as a fighter? Are you looking at maybe making a break back into the rankings, or are you just looking at these fan-friendly matchups at the moment?
Oh yeah, that's always the case. To always look at the pedigree of opponents we've had. We've only fought guys that are either right around the top 10, just outside of the top 10, veterans in the sport. We've never taken easy fights. We fought anyone the UFC's always matched us up with. And I feel like we've always put on a good show, a good outing. We haven't always gotten our hands raised, but for the most part, they keep having us back and fans keep tuning in. So, I always want to crack the top, the rankings. But to me, just going out there and, competing in fine fashion and putting on my best performance every time, to me, that's what it's all about right now. Do I see, a gold in my future? Yeah, it might be a while. You know what I mean? I'm definitely one of the oldest guys in the division, and I'm the most undersized in the division. I have been for quite some time now, but to me that gives me a lot of pride, and I take a lot of I'm very happy with that, and it just makes me push even harder and realize that I can still compete with these guys, man. And once I'm done having fun in the sport, I'll be the first one to hang up the gloves and grab a fishing rod full time.
Okay. Yourself and Michael Johnson are both long established pieces of the UFC roster. Are you surprised you never came across each other as opponents previously at all?
Yeah, if you look at who we've competed against, we've always missed each other by maybe a fight or two. He's fought the who's who. He's been ranked up there probably as high as number 3 or 4. He's fought guys that were contenders. He's fought guys that have been in title fights, title pictures. You know what I mean? So yeah, to me, it's just another one of these opponents, though, that, look at Jim Miller that I fought recently, Bobby Green. We've all fought, I feel like, the same opponents, just different times in our career. So it's bound to happen. And, man, come Saturday, but ESPN Plus is going to be they're going to get fight of the night.
Okay, one last from me. Are there any other veteran names that you're looking at potentially?
Oh, I'm 110% focused on this fight right now. Yeah, obviously, everyone knows, there's one that's been, out there for a long time. I'd love to get another rematch with, but I'm focused on what we got going Saturday. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay, thank you, Clay. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's all we have for you today, Clay. Thank you.
All good? Mm-hmm. You guys.